Hi, my name is Maria Birmingham and I'm the author of several science books for kids. I write about everything from the human body to the science of sports to the creatures that live in the animal kingdom. My latest book is called Snoozerama, The Strange Ways That Animals Sleep, and it's illustrated by Kyle Reed. It's all about the unusual sleeping habits of some of the world's creatures. I got the idea for the book when I was reading an article about a type of bird that sleeps in the armpits of a giraffe, and I thought that was just so hilarious that I did some more research, and then I found out about other sleeping habits of creatures and thought this could make a great book, and then that's how the book was born. And I think what I love most about writing science is those funny, cool, interesting facts that you come across, and some of them seem unbelievable. And it's just so interesting and intriguing to find out all this stuff and to learn more about the world around us. As well as writing about science, I also do a lot of reading about science. And I go to the library a lot and I get stacks of books and give them a read. And I wanted to let you know about some of my favorite recent science books that I've come across lately. This first one, it's called Monstrous, and it's by Carolyn Betcha. Now, it's about all those monsters that we've heard about, those legends about monsters like Bigfoot, werewolves, vampires, and she writes about the history of the folklore behind these creatures, but she also looks at the science of them. So, for instance, when she's looking at vampires, she considers how vampires could live forever. What's the science behind them living forever? And she looks into what would have to happen with their genes and their DNA. And the book is a lot of fun, lots of fun illustrations and diagrams, and it's a really excellent read, so I highly recommend Monstrous. The second book I want to tell you about is pretty tricky. The Sneaky Ways Plants Survive by Etta Kaner, illustrated by Ashley Barron. Now this book is, as the title suggests, about the ways that plants survive. And I found it really interesting because I don't really think about plants so much except for how they look and grow out in nature. But this book tells you about all the unusual ways they find to survive. For instance, there's one plant that smells like rotting flesh, and this attracts bugs to it. And bugs lay their eggs there, but when the bugs leave, they also take pollen with them. And that helps this plant to grow and thrive in other areas. So it's a great read as well, and the illustrations are absolutely beautiful, so it's fun to look at and read. Wanted, Criminals of the Animal Kingdom by Heather Tekavec is illustrated by Susan Patori, and it's a fun look at animal behavior. Now, of course, animals can't really be criminals, but what Heather's done is she's looked at strange animal behaviors and she's imagined what would happen if these animals were criminals. So for instance, this caterpillar, she says, is wanted for destruction of property. And really what it's about is this particular type of caterpillar destroys yards, eats everything up. So it's kind of a fun look at the way that animals behave in the wilderness. So those are 3 books that I recommend. There's plenty of other science books out there that are lots of fun. So I hope you'll keep an eye out for these books and other books, and happy reading.